When you know, you know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
When you know, you know. That's my tagline as
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
That's what he said in his marriage vows, I'm sure.
When you know, you know.
He got married 2 years ago, and he was like, "Baby, when you know, you know."
And then someone in the audience was like, "Yuck."
Yuck.
Welcome to Blab, the show where we play recordings of broadcasters who were the subjects of government experiments. My name's host, and this is producer.
Yo.
And, yeah, what do we have in store for us tonight there, producer?
Well, it's kind of a classic 50s era noir kind of night for us tonight. This broadcast that we got on this recording here is it's a noir story, just a real classic hard-boiled detective story.
Are you a hard noir guy?
I'm a medium noir guy. Not soft on it, not hard on it, just kind of medium on it. I'm a semi noir. I got a semi.
The demi noir?
Demi noir.
That's kind of like me. I'm kind of swimming between the two, the hard and the soft noir. Yeah, so this will be interesting. This is a weird noir government experiment. Radio noir government experiment. That's kind of wild. Now that I'm thinking about it a little more, because I've been saying these things for a couple of weeks now, and sometimes I think about it when I leave here. These were government experiment people?
Yep. These are people who, whether they know it or not, we're not clear on some of these. I mean, again, we're just scratching the surface here, so I'm sure some of this will start. Hopefully, the goal is some of this starts to unfold as to who's pulling the strings and maybe what more specific attacks they took and whatnot.
Maybe there's people out there who know and they want to tell us.
Yeah, we know, like we said, with the Snakesville situation, we're monitoring that. We want our users out there, our followers out there, our fans, our listeners to know, if they find any evidence of these things, to point them our way. We're starting to do some work towards that end on the production side. So we'll probably start to see some callers with some tips. We'll start to talk to some experts here and there, and hopefully we'll start to piece together some of the nefarious goings on behind the scenes of these experiments.
That is the goal.
If they don't kill us first.
Yeah, if they don't get to us first, like they did, they got to Nixon. They killed him.
Yeah, just for doing what he was told.
Just for doing whitewater.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a crazy world. Anyway, speaking of crazy world, what's going on in your world there, producer? Let's say big up to small talk.
Big up to small talk. It's just been a busy week. I'm just trying to kick back and work on my sourdoughs and take it easy.
Love that attitude. Love that lifestyle. It's sourdough kush.
Sourdough kush. The cushy lifestyle when you're baking that sourdough.
Damn straight.
What they always say.
Well, should we kick it to the noir?
Let's drop it like it's hot.
Let's say goodbye to big up to small talk and hello to the good-in-law on Blab Rats. These broadcasters have no memories of the words they read.
This is for all the teen tweens out there and the Peach Boys too.
Touch.0 2727, the Peach for teen tweens and Peach Boys. Do you know any teen tweens down their luck looking for Peach Boys? Tune in to Touch.0 2727 and find a home. It's a home where Peach Boys belong. Come on, I'm moving my arm to join me. Located at 2727 downtown capital city unincorporated areas. Any 2727 address. Come on in, Teen Tweens and Peach Boys.
You'll know when you're there when you see all the Peach Boys and the Teen Tweens. ParityLawOffices.com.
100% success. Peanuts, baby. We don't do satire. We're parody law. Parody law only. Parody law specialists.
We're the parody lawyers. And not because we're a joke, but because we study parody law.
You want drama law? Go somewhere else.
Take that drama to your mama.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Here at Parody Law, we say it how it is.
Your mother knows best if we don't.
No jokes about it.
There's nothing funny about parody law.
So don't come here looking for laughs.
Listen to our parody parrot, Parody Pete.
Parody Pete says you're innocent.
Don't listen to him, he's a fucking idiot.
What? Give me the money.
Bird brain, get out of here. You're off the commercial set. Get this parrot out of here. Lock this parrot up. Lock it up. Lock her up.
I want that parrot killed. That thing clawed me. That thing needs to be euthanized.
Did it bite you, sir?
Yeah, it clawed me.
Did it bite you? Because there's a rare form of parrot rabies. And if it bit you, you could have...
Oh no. It's too late for me.
The transformation begins.
Call the parody twins. We're twin. We've been twin brothers this whole time. And we don't sound that much alike, but that's because twins can sound different and look exactly the same, which we do. And we also practice parody law.
It's because I drink 4 monsters a day, and he doesn't.
And there's no joke about it. At Parody
I also smoke cigars, so shout out to cigars.
Twins, our last name's also Parody. Which is a coincidence, though, not a joke.
Hyphen twins.
Parody Law
Also not a joke.
Offices.com.
100% success. Peanuts, baby. Hey, it's me, Gigantic Andrew here. You see me on TV wrestling foes. But maybe you've also seen me on TV wrestling, theoretically, in the courtroom, legalese and all.
Legalese drop.
Bigger is better. And I can know some big words like get out of jail free card and gigantic. Lawyers, wrestling, talk shows, specialty. So, for those and many other reasons, I think you should go bigger, better, gigantic Andrew. It's clear. Hire me for the next LLC you need. I'll do a 10 count on any state injunction. Ding ding. Why go to a big law firm when you can go gigantic? Gigantic Andrews Law Firm. That's me, I'm Wrestler Sue.
We welcome you once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another night of mystery and intrigue as we follow our favorite dick with a heart of gold, Dodge Comic, on his pursuit of truth, justice, and the American way, on this week's episode of The Good-in-Law.
It was an ordinary day in August. A day just like any other, you'd think. Until some dumb, lusty dame comes walking in my joint, asking for me to do favors for money. Well, I ain't a nobody. I am God's car maker. Private Eye, Hard Noir Superstar, ex-Esquire, and son-in-law to Marie Antoine Internet. Anyway, the knock on my door like it's so many stories you've heard before was just before 4. Come on in, Toots.
It's just 3:45. I figured you'd still be open.
Well, you're my last meeting of the day, even though I don't think I have you on the schedule. What's your name, Toots?
Call me Dandruff. Lucy Dandruff.
I thought I recognized your stinking face. How's your old man, anywho?
Well, that's why I'm here. He's gone missing, you see. I fear the worst.
Anybody check the rest areas around the greater unincorporated capital city area?
The rest areas?
Yeah, you like to go poop there with other men of like minds. I've seen him around.
Where did you see it? Were you also? Are you a like-minded gentleman? Is that?
I just mean I've seen him around. I haven't seen him around lately. And if I had, this would be the easiest dang case I've ever had.
Yeah. So did you?
No.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to.
Who's hiring who?
I mean, yeah. Can you check them for me? That's why I came here. I didn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh. Well, that seems like the greatest place to start. You're gonna check the outhouses. Go check the outhouses and near the rest areas off of all the locals' capitals, unincorporated capital city highways. Then.
Yeah. Sure, I'll do that for you. Say, how old is he these days? I haven't seen the old man in about 15 years.
Gee, you remembered a lot about him. There.
Well, we played tennis together, doubles, for over 2 decades.
That's why I knew you were the man to see. Because you're not the law. You're the good in-law. And that's what we need right now. The police aren't... I don't know if they're in on it or what, but they don't seem to want to move an inch on this thing.
That sounds suspicious. The boys in blue always do the right thing, except for any number of other times throughout any kind of history in the history of the world. But beyond that, I really trust my boys downtown. I guess I got some sources down there. Some of them are even the bouncers at the outhouses are on by that rest area, so I could talk to them too.
Oh, good. Outhouse Bouncer is definitely the first place you should start. And then...
What does he look like? What would last known picture of her? Do you have one? Can you describe him?
Here's last month's time. We're talking Jonathan Dandruff of the Dandruff Fortune here.
Jonathan Dandruff, the Dandruff Fortune. Yeah, just when you think you have it all. So my rates do double for the aristocratic.
Well, I never. I don't really know what to make of it. Oh. You son of a bitch.
What?
God damn you.
What?
You're the last chance I have. I guess I'll have to pay it.
That's right, like you don't have the money. And if you didn't, I don't know. Or I'll take the gig, just give me my advance and I'll check in on you in a day or two.
I'll give you an advance, but first I need to tell you 2 things. One thing, the last time anybody saw him was outside the old Widowkeeper's Inn.
Up by Tucktown?
Directly, sort of behind it, but a little bit uphill in Tugtown, yeah.
Is it by the Hy-Vee?
Yes, by the Hy-Vee.
Good, there's a come and go right there I really like to use a lot, so I'll check that bathroom too.
Okay. And also you can check rooms that aren't bathrooms, if there are any there.
If I know your dad, he's sucking dignity out of the great male souls of the unincorporated capital city area. Somewhere not in heaven. I'm not ready to invoke Brian's law, human Brian's law.
And then the last thing I need to tell you. I'm afraid to even say this out loud.
Go on, Lucy, you can tell me anything. You can trust me with your goddamn life, you idiot.
I think this thing goes all the way to the top of the Capitol. Yeah, all the way to the top of the Capitol.
All the way to Mount Gygron? Where the Falcon Crest lays?
Yes, in the Chamber of Secrets.
I've heard whispers of this chamber before, but never...
In the Chamber of Deadly Secrets.
What's so deadly about these secrets? Are the whispers that kill you, or is it the knowledge that forebodes us
Nobody knows.
to death? If that even makes sense in the English language.
All who hear the whispers die or get driven crazy.
Well then, who lived to tell the tale?
Joey Whispers. He's one of the crazy ones. He's the most discernible.
Is he the one with that pelican?
Yes.
The pelican brief?
He wears the pelican briefs. The briefs with the pelicans on them.
God, that's a good look.
You know, sometimes crazy works.
One of my favorite looks.
Sometimes the smartest minds are the most troubled.
And sometimes the most troubled minds aren't even beautiful minds at all. Ayn Rand said that on a Christmas card to her boyfriend.
What was his
I
name?
have it right here. You want to see it?
I did. You collect?
I was the boyfriend.
Oh.
Impressed?
I'm a little bit starstruck. Yes, I'm a huge fan
Well,
of that young lady.
I'll tell her you say hello next time I write to her.
Yes, write her my fondest wishes. I'm a huge fan. Also, one thing to know about the Chamber of Deadly Secrets.
Yes, Your Majesty?
Some believe the entrance is in the Capitol Hall.
Capitol Hall?
You might need to storm the Capitol.
Steal the Capitol?
Storm it.
Storm the Capitol?
Yeah.
What a grand idea.
What could go wrong?
Weather-wise? A number of things, but we'll wait for that storm. And we'll capitalize on it. We'll capitalize its ass.
And then just know this. If anything happens to me, Dodge Carmaker,
Yes, Lucy Dandruff. Your Majesty.
you get out of town.
What?
You get out of town and you don't look back.
Where would I go, Lucy? My dear? My sweet papoose in first gear?
Go to Alaska like we always talked about. Build that syrup factory.
I have always pined for the maple.
You've always been so sweet to me.
Not as sweet as the syrup we'll make in Alaska, babe. Something was off about Lucy. I knew her from years back when she was a kid, and I could tell something was up, like her father was missing or something. But I guess that's what it was hard to do, wasn't it? Figure out why she was upset. What's it all for? And why did we break up so many years ago? She was 18, I was 16 going on 65. Or somewhere in between. Something told me my seventh detective lawyer sense was going crazy. I felt like Peter Parker in a spider factory. Though I hadn't seen Lord Jonathan Dandruff in ages, I had a sneaking suspicion that he still hung around these rest areas taking poops with other guys with like minds. I had a contact down at a private outhouse just by the public restroom of exit 7776 on Thursdays. Johnny Calabrino, is that you?
Hey, it's me, Jack Calbrino.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Dodge Carmaker. You remember me from the law firm?
Yeah, Dodge. How you doing? You really helped me get out of that injunction I was injunctified with.
You still getting steady work out here?
Hey, you know, you always gotta bounce somebody at one of these places, and it's the steadiest work you're gonna get.
Hey, you ever see a flaky guy about 5'8"? Dandruff is his name. Used to hang out here a couple decades ago with me. And you know what I'm talking about? I got a Lucy description right here. If you want to read this piece of paper.
Let me take a look at that paper. Oh yeah, that's a great piece of paper. Those words make perfect sense to me, and this is not a name I ever heard, but it does look like a guy goes around here by the name of Pigpen.
Pigpen, hey?
Yeah, it's a cloud of dust everywhere he goes.
I thought that thing was only something you read about in books. That's real?
That is correct, only with him.
When was the last time you saw Pigpen there?
Boy, had to have been about a week ago.
And let's say last time you saw him, was he still regular, bowel movement wise? How often was he coming in?
He was coming in and getting his, he must have had the cleanest bowels anybody ever had, because he was going in and out of these things 4 times a night.
Huh. Yeah. That's funny, because one of my other outhouse guys down the road said the same thing. You remember Tommy Baloney?
Tommy Baloney.
He just reassured me that so-called Pigpen,
The son of a
aka
bitch, Tommy Baloney.
Lord Dandruff, has been doing his stalls 4 times a night too.
First, he's going behind my back with baloney.
I'm just telling you, that's what he said. I don't know what goes on between you and the other outhouse boys. The OBs.
Yeah, the outhouse boys ain't the tight-knit group it used to be.
The OB Johnnies.
Yeah, we're not as close as we used to be.
Yeah, I forgot. What was it that drove it to shit between you yous?
Between me and Tommy Baloney?
Yeah. Was it over a blimpy sub?
You know it was a blimpy sub.
Blumpy?
Yeah, it was a blumpy sub.
Yeah.
It's my favorite kind of sub.
And he bet you that it wasn't. Is that right? And you said it was, and that was the end of the friendship right there?
Yeah, how dare you bet me? How dare you bet me that my sandwich is not my favorite sandwich? It's more disrespectful than anything you could ever say to me. And so I said, our house gang boys are over.
Wow, the union.
Right now you are dead to me.
The union in smithereens.
Yeah. I gave back the honorary pinky ring we all had.
It didn't have like a little nougat on there, a little chocolate nougat, fossilized or rather petrified chocolate nougat at the center.
Yes. That's the outhouse boys' birthstone. That's the birthstone of the outhouse boy. Is the fossilized.
The color can only be described as outhouse brown.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you see any funny business, anything raising your suspicions as an ex felon yourself? Anything that makes you go, huh, that ain't right, that don't feel right, I don't know what's going on here, why is this guy coming in so many times?
No, what I did find interesting the last night he was here was this coin on the floor was a VIP coin from a lounge in the Capitol
Huh,
halls. Down the
incorporated or unincorporated downtown?
unincorporated.
Good, because I don't have jurisdiction over in the creep town.
No, you gotta get unincorporated with this Capitol.
And I'm never incorporating shit, I'll tell you that right now. I didn't pay it no tackies.
Nah, Takis are the worst. Hot Cheetos and Takis.
Something wasn't right about the stories I've been told. It was like I've been reading too many detective books or something. Maybe that's why I became a private eye in the first place. After I got disbarred, anyway. I wonder what my mother-in-law's up to right now. Is she making lasagna for me? Marie Antoine Internet, bless her heart. What would she do about this Jonathan Dandruff situation? I hope she'd want me to go to Mickey's Lounge and try to pick up the pieces that the Hansel and Gretel's of the past left for my private dick future. Hey, you remember me? I used to be partners at Solomon Ding Dong.
Yeah, see? How can I help you tonight?
Hey, are you Mickey, you old son of a bitch? You remember this stinking face?
Is that you, Dodge car maker, you old so-and-so?
You never forget a cent, do you old piece of shit? Get over here, let me give you a noogie, old man.
Why, I ought to snap your goddamn stirrups, boy. Come over here. Why don't you sit down and wet your beak a second, huh? Let me get a look
just
at
get
you.
my hat back on. You knocked off my freaking detective fedora. Private detective fedora.
You still drinking the same drink?
I am. I'd like a double.
Why do I get the feeling this ain't just a social call there, Dodge?
Well, actually, I was wondering why you've been missing my birthdays all these years.
Ah, Dodge, you know I ain't no good with numbers.
I'm just teasing you. What I'm really here for is... I'm looking for a guy. We used to see him around. Heard he was here a couple weeks ago. And then he was here another week ago. He was about this tall. See where my hand is?
I see
And he
exactly
kinda-
where your hand is, of course.
He kind of
thank you.
smelled like this. Here, smell this informational
yeah.
pamphlet with his preferred cologne on
Yeah,
it.
that's a smell I've definitely smelled before in this bar.
When was the last time you smelled that smell, bud?
I'm gonna say it was about a week ago. He was here, and then, as he tends to do on the weekends, came in, got blind, stumbling drunk till he said he had stomach cramps that he needed to satisfy. And then he stumbled out the door like he usually does in a blind rage.
This guy, perhaps have a cloud of dust around him?
That's the one.
Did he go by Jonathan, perhaps? Or Lord Dandruff?
Wasn't Lord. Wasn't Jonathan. He just said called himself Penn.
Huh. Okay. Hey, Mickey. How's the wife and kids?
Well, things been okay with the kids. Wife, on the other hand, won't stop busting my balls. Dodge.
Hey, tell Janina I say hello if you see her.
I will. She said she'll send her love, I'm sure.
Alright. Thanks, Mickey. Hey, can you point me in the general direction of, Mac's bar?
Are you talking about the, bar there on Capitol Hill? In the Capitol Halls?
Well, I guess I am. I just knew the name. I didn't know where it was. Nick?
Dodge, I know more than a thing or two about it. My cousin Mac runs the joint.
Well,
Let
why
me-
don't you give me a little sketch of those directions there, Mickey?
I'll tell you what you do. First thing is, you gotta... And then after that, you are gonna need to... And then the password to get there is... But don't tell him it was for me.
I don't know if I can tame a feral cat in a sewer.
I heard you had some sewer expertise in your background.
That's true, I did specialize in drainage law.
That's all the information I can give you tonight, bub. Anything else you need from me is gonna need to be wet.
Alright. Well, thanks for the drink, old man. I'm gonna go try to track down this stupid cousin of yours. See ya, little piece of shit.
Ah, fuck you too, Dodge.
Oh, just one more thing, Mick.
Yeah, Dodge.
Happy birthday.
You never forget, do you?
Never do.
Cling, 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 and then it's the door shutting.
Capitol Hill. What a cesspool. And that sewer reminded me of Capitol Hill. Tell you one thing. If this bar doesn't have the answers I'm looking for, it better at least have a stiff drink. And man, what a dynamic and interesting challenge that cat taming turned out to be.
What's the password?
007 is cool.
You old son of a bitch.
Chunk, 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 chunk.
Get in here.
What's up, Max?
Well, if it isn't Dodge Carmaker, you son of a bitch.
Boy, this place is really popping tonight. I can't believe the ragtime music scene has really come alive down here in the sewers.
Well, you found the secret hidden bar in the sewers underneath the Capitol.
Yeah, I kind of always had a rat's sensibilities.
I never seen you running with this crowd before there, Dodge.
I ain't running with any of these ragtime assholes. I'm actually here on recon. I'm looking for a guy. Stinks to high heaven.
A lot of things stink in this place.
Dusty to low hell.
Ah,
Goes by the name of Dandruff.
Dodge, this is why no one likes you no more. You show up, you're always bringing these bombs to people's doorsteps.
I ain't got no bombs. I'm just asking her questions about something for somebody's daughter. We're all parents here,
Hold
Mac.
on. Okay. Look, give me 1 second. I gotta go give this drink over here real quick.
Get out of my face, you ragtime fuck. Keep your patrons off me, Mac, or I'm gonna do something I soon regret.
Hey, give the man some space. Give the man some space. Dodge. Dodge.
I will litigate you to high heaven, you son of a bitch. I've got my JD.
Juris.
Yeah,
Diploma.
yeah.
The lady, the man in the black suit over there smoking the cigar sends this drink to you. He says the answer you seek is through the red door over there.
What the fuck? I mean, who the what?
But Dodge, I gotta tell you something.
What?
You go past that door, a lot of people don't come back.
What is it? Hawaii?
The Chamber of
San
Deadly...
Francisco?
The Chamber of Deadly Secrets.
What kind of deadly secrets does that hold?
It's the only door that Mac don't go through. I don't know what to tell you.
Sounds like that ain't no secret. What is a secret? And how could they be deadly?
Well, say, for example, if someone were to make you a pie, and inside of that pie they put in as an ingredient that is not normally included some poison, then you would say that's a secret that could be potentially deadly.
The band?
Well, if you choked on a piece of a poison CD that was baked into a pie, it could certainly do some serious damage and even potentially kill you. Yes. But also,
I had a case like that. I sued the band Poison and won. That was during my rookie year of lawyering back in
Budapest?
Hey, just one more thing, Mac.
What is that, Dad?
Don't forget it's your cousin's birthday, you son of a bitch.
Car maker, you never forget.
The car maker never forgets.
And car maker,
What's that, Mac?
just remember the one thing stronger than magic in the Chamber of Deadly Secrets
Yeah?
is law.
Well, it's the one place I don't need to be barred.
There will be no holes barred.
Perfect, because I'm a JD with an attitude, and a private eye degree, and a fantastic but occasionally upsetting mother-in-law. And now to walk through this fated door and conclude today's series of events. Boom, 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 boom.
I've read every jungle book of law there is. And nobody knows the law of the jungle better than me. John Lion King.
And me, Matthew Jungleman. And
Together,
we
are Lion King and Jungleman.
we know the jungle. And one of the most common misconceptions about the jungle is that they have a Supreme Court. They do not. So stop asking me if they do. And also, while I'm on the topic of what we don't do Brian's Law cases. We are not a Brian's Law firm. Okay? We don't do that kind of work. We are a very respectable law firm.
Yeah, and we specialize in the law of the jungle. We both went to the School of Hard Knocks, accredited.
Is downtown the biggest city ever seen, and the worst city ever smelled, and the most fun city ever studied in? It was a city called Hartford, Connecticut.
Listen, here's what I have to say. We practice jungle law. If some cab swipes your messenger bag, well, that's the city law problem. And you might have a big city lawyer, but when you get bit by a tiger, or when you get wrapped around a branch by a boa constrictor a bunch of times, you're gonna wish you had a jungle lawyer in your corner.
Keep your bags out of the jungle. We don't do bag law. We don't care if your law bag was stolen by some legal guy wearing a robe, a judge's robe. We don't care about that. We're in the fucking jungle out here, doing jungle law.
We're talking boa constrictors.
We're talking about panthers versus Venus flytraps. Not who wins in a physical battle, but who wins in a court of law. That is the type of case that we settle day by day.
We're always getting them guilty, guilty, guilty. They never say that. It's always the other thing.
That's every day I'm getting calls. This plant is mad at this animal, and this animal wants to eat this plant, and it all gets settled mostly out of court.
One of those really big leaves via monkey. That's a pretty famous one that we did. One of those big leaves via monkey.
You've probably read about that on jungle.net.
We of course rep the monkey.
We rep the monkey, and we that's what we tell everybody in the jungle. We say lawyer up.
Yeah.
While you're out here, might as well lawyer up.
And that's the law of the jungle.
We don't do cards. We do helicopter rescues. So no, I don't have a card for you, but I will rescue you if you're in the middle of the jungle and you've been assaulted by an anaconda.
Or a boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor is our specialty. Boa constriction is our specialty.
We get a lot of boa convictions.
We do both sides. We
Our Lion King and Jungleman.
and we know the jungle. Brian's Law. All dogs go to heaven. Are you a dog? Have you been killed in an accident? Call us today. At Brian's Law, we get you into heaven because we believe all dogs go to heaven. Call now at 1-800-GIGGITY. That's 1-800-GIGITTY. Here at Solomon and Ding Dong, we don't just specialize in Brian's Law. We invented it. We took Brian Griffin of the United States of Jamiroquai all the way to the Supreme Court and won by arguing that all dogs really do go to heaven. That's Solomon and Ding Dong.
Ding dong.
Call now at 1-800-GIGGITY. That's 1-800-GIGITTY.
Ding dong.
Byron's Law. A law where if somebody confuses your name for something else, we just go with it. Hey, you're Brian, right? Sure. I said yeah, Brian. Right? Brian left. I wonder why. Byron's Law. The powerful new deodorant.
Hey, this is Lab Rats Radio. Keep your ears peeled.
Turning bird brains into man brains. Lab rats.
Back to the broadcast.
Do 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 do.
What will Dodge find behind that red door? Will his heiress end up in the arms of her father, or will they come up empty-handed? What has Lord Dandruff been up to in these restrooms, and what is so deadly about the Chamber of Deadly Secrets? Find out on the thrilling conclusion of this week's The Good-in-Law.
As jazzy as the music may have been in that scene, babe, it was blues all up in my mind. As I, Dodge Carmaker, self-professed king of geography, one-time dater of Madame Tussaud, is about to enter the deadliest rumored place in all of unincorporated capital city. Well, vroom vroom. Dodge is going in.
Who's at the door?
It's your uncle's dick, you fucking idiot.
Do you have the password?
Yeah. Visit Kenya.
Enter.
Thank you, sir. Hey, I recognize you. Where do I know your face from?
Church.
Oh, that's right. St. Isidore's. Is that right?
Yes, I've been
Deacon?
deacon there. For so long I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. Happens to me. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Name's Dodge Carmaker.
Nice to meet you, Dodge. Welcome to the Chamber of Deadly Secrets.
Thank you. This place is beautiful. I must say I'm overwhelmed by the artistry. It looks like a 5-year-old drew all over these beautiful walls, and it looks magnificent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I gotta be honest with you, most people don't talk to me this long because I'm just the...
Is that crayon
Door
or
guy,
colored
it's nuts.
pencil?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both, if we're being honest.
I love that. That's those two mediums. They say they don't mix, but I think they do.
Yeah, I think you've got... When the right artist has the right tools in their hand, they can break any rule.
Thank you. Hey, bouncer boy.
My name's Craig.
Hey, bouncer boy Craig. Hey, you seen a guy that goes by, looks like, or stinks like something you would describe as pigpen-like?
Yes, Mr. Dandruff is down that corridor that way. Just, Mr. Dandruff is down the corridor to the left there. Just follow your nose.
My old chum, my old doubles partner. I can't wait to go see this son of a bitch. Thank you, bouncer boy Craig. Toodaloos.
Bye. Sorry. Yep, it was good to talk with you.
Well, that was surprisingly easy. I thought getting into the Chamber of Deadly Secrets, charming my way past bouncer boy Craig, who is the worst deacon the St. Isidore Parish has ever had, bar none. He lit 2 churches on fire. We had to reconstruct 3 times. The damage this deacon caused, unbelievable. I'll never forget his face. That guy is a fucking snitch. Oh, peanuts. Snack corridor, love it. Feature of every good castle. Oh, freshly dried mango. Johnny, you old son of a bitch, are you around here, you old asshole?
Who's over there?
You don't know thy voice?
Dodge freaking Carmaker, is that you?
Game, set, match. Yes, it is. Dandruff, you old son of a snitch. Get over here.
Whoa, hello. How did you get here?
Private investigating. And a little tip from a little lady known as your daughter.
I always thought corporate America ruined investigate. I'm glad to see there's still some private ones out there.
Donka Shane. My lord.
Well, I've got to tell you,
Lord Dandruff.
it's too late.
Too late.
I've already set loose the call of the dragons.
You let loose the call of the dragons? Are you kidding me? It's December. I think.
It comes earlier every year, I know.
That's really gonna F up my Hanukkah plans. Am I Jewish? Every private investigator asks himself at least once a day.
I had to set loose the call of the dragons to bring about the next stage of the world to be ushered in by the rest of the old rich men and me.
Usher Raymond? Is that what you mean by ushered? Otherwise, I don't get it.
The house of...
He's the only one that could possibly control the world in which you seek.
He would A-Town stamp out all of our adversaries.
You're goddamn right. And I've got him right here on speed dial. I could get a fucking...
You will find there's no signal down here.
That's what makes it so deadly, to my dismay. And sheer panic.
You will find you are alone down here with me and the old laws. The ancient laws.
I thought I smelled magic law.
And beneath the specter of the ancient jurors, who will strike the dragon's fire gavel on whichever one of us loses the law battle we are about to have.
I deny your dragon's gavel with my pedigree rune that I'm dropping on you now. I just found it in the hallway of snacks. And, yeah. Play another card, you tramp.
I will cite to you the Juris Doctrine of the Frost Tyrant.
Well, that's the one I'm going to have to play. The Hague. Pedagogy. Extreme card. Deluxe.
No.
There's only 2 on Earth, and one of them's in hell. Right now, with you.
I challenge that with the Shaman's Challenge, and reach into my subpoena cauldron and hand you an eye for an eye of Newt.
Objection card played with a chance to counter card.
Well, I'm shot. I've been shot. But who?
It wasn't me, Dandruff. We were just playing cards. And tennis. Love, Dandruff. Love.
Love.
There's no ficus big enough to hide a woman from my eye.
Well done. That went off smoother than I thought it would.
What, you committing patricide, you sick old young foxy fuck?
It's not just gonna stop at patricide, Dodge. Oh no.
Regicide too? You coming for the king? You best not miss.
Dodgicide.
Never heard of it. I gotta say, Toots, I wish I was more shocked to see you here, murdering your own father, but I'm a private investigator. I see this 2-3 times a day. I just got one more question for you.
Oh, what's that, car maker?
It's a 2-part question. First part, why me? Second part, what happened to us?
Because you're just the rube I needed. All I needed was a dumb idiot with a dick just to get the door open for me.
Joke's on you, Toots. I got castrated by the state a long time ago. Dodge Carmaker. Castrato.
It was a figurative dick, but that people didn't need to know you had or not. Just that you're not a woman and they won't let women in the secret halls that rule the world, so I wanted to steal the power that my dad had from him. I'm here for the ancient old law ruins, all those things. The cauldron of subpoenas, I want it all. And I will rule the new age of magic among men as we awaken the old laws.
New laws, old laws, and I'm the good in-law, and you're the bad outlaw. Law says you still owe me $300. Pay up.
Well, I hope you're better at dodging bullets than my father was. In-law.
They don't call me Dead Carmaker. Dodged.
Fuck!
That was your last bullet, you idiot. Good thing I always keep a bayonet strapped on my ankle.
You wouldn't dare.
Bayonet law invoked.
Dodge. To answer your...
I call for a moratorium on your life.
To answer your second question. What happened to us?
Yes, babe.
You just killed us.
I can never live this moment down. The next day, I was on the front page of every newspaper from XYZ to ABC, north of Toptown and south of Tiptown. The things that came my way, the offers I'd seen, were alluring and lewd, and I took every last one of them. The ads, the pornos, the drug deals, the drug endorsement deals, the drug adjustment enforcement deals, fixing drug prices, fixing drug inflation rates, doing drugs with the Surgeon General on Tuesday afternoons. That's what I fucking do. I'm Dodge car maker, and I'm gonna die a junkie with a smile and a story or two.
And thus concludes another incredible episode of The Good in Law, sponsored by the law offices of Gigantic Andrew. Are you a person named Brian who believes they are due a cash settlement under Brian's Law? Call the law offices of Gigantic Andrew at 1-800-54-FUM and find out if you qualify for a class action lawsuit. The law offices of Gigantic Andrew, because in law, bigger is better.
DigitalMotherInLaw.com.
Where mother-in-laws can meet and talk about their son-in-laws.
Digitally.com. Mother-in-law.
Not affiliated with sonInlaw.com. Underwritten by the producers of Son-in-Law, the movie, not the internet.
Of Charles Grodin, starring Pauly Shore, starring film,
Starring overalls,
son-in-law.
right? Overalls and a pitchfork, I think.
Yep, doing their take on the American Gothic, underwriting.
And I got a take for them, instant classic.
DigitalMotherInLaw.com.
And that's a movie you can only see somewhere else, but not on DigitalMotherInLaw.com. Talk about your son-in-law. Have a tea with friends.
Talk about watching Son-in-Law with your son-in-law.
Get tea tokens next time you're on PayPal for DigitalMotherInLaw.com.
Time for tea.
At DigitalMotherInLaw.com.
This is for all the teen tweens out there and the Peach Boys too.
Tosh.02727, the Peach for teen tweens and Peach Boys. Tosh.02727, so for teen tweens and Peach Boys. Tune in to Tosh.02727 and find a home. It's a home where Peach Boys belong. Come on, I'm moving my arm to join me. Located at 2727 downtown Capital City unincorporated areas. Any 2727 address. Come on in, Teen Tweens and Peach Boys.
Tosh.02727, the Peach for teen tweens and Peach Boys.
When you hear the Peach Boys singing, you know you're there.
Welcome back from that hard noir, sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, drama, comedy. I felt like it had it all. Producer.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway, back to real talk. This is producer, and this is host, and keeping it straight on the steady at the helm with the steering wheel too. This is host, and we're unpacking
We could be done. Oh, we can also be done.
the good in law.
Oh, sorry.
That's your unpacking. Wow, I might have to give my thoughts on that next week because it's so much to unpack. Castles and doors and
Patricide.
and sexicide and love. Love, magic, sex, love, magic,
Sugar.
sugar. They had it all. Sweet, baby.
And that's a tea I call sweet iced tea. Sweet Texas honey iced tea. Which brings us to our first sponsor. Sweet Texas honey iced tea. Come get yours today. It's the sweet honey Texas sweet iced tea guarantee. Once again, it's sweet honey sugar iced tea.
Also sponsored by Dandruff Brand Hair Powder. Wet hair is a problem no more with Dandruff Brand Hair Powder. Don't get wet. Get dandruff. As a former wet hair guy, I'm embarrassed to say.
Oh yeah, you were a total wethead.
Yeah, I used to come to work wet-headed 3 times a day because my dandruff was so bad. But now I've got Dandruff Brand Hair Powder because my dandruff is so good.
And lastly, this episode is sponsored by The Old Laws, collectible card game. Suit up to battle an array of litigious beasts in the courts of magic. Unleash the power of the old laws to defend your clients from hordes of prosecutors. Subpoena your enemy's power and collect the most runes of Magildahide to become the champion of acquittals with the new Paladin's Breeze set from The Old Laws, in stores Black Friday. The Old Laws. May magic rest its case.
This is host through Peanut Butter Breath saying goodbye and until next time, blah 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 blah.
blah 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 blah.